Responsibilities of the municipality in general is to take service delivery to the people.
Yes.
And what you are doing, for instance, last week, you were in outreach telling people about what you have done and about your plans. But people responded differently. In Ward 22, for example, in Ward 9, your officials were not treated fairly because people are saying you haven't delivered anything. How do you feel about that as the municipality and as a speaker?
The thing is, maybe it goes back to say the education might not be enough because the types of outreaches are different. This one is a budget outreach. It simply talks to the budget that we have and the projects that are accommodated by that budget. Regardless, you know, we have gone to the people last year or on an outreach on the community-based planning. We met with them, they put down their needs, but we said to them, prioritize these needs. They can put all the needs in the box, but they have to prioritize them as well. So in that prioritization, remember, a ward is made up of different villages. Now, when when the time for prioritization comes, we'll find the clashes because each village will have different needs now in the ward. Remember, want a wardal prioritization. From there, we tell the people, when the budget comes, some of the needs may change, informed by the budget, because we would be needing a bridge only to find the money that we have does not accommodate the amount or the fund to fund the bridge. Then we have to take amongst the needs that we take one that is going to be accommodated by the budget. That's where people don't understand. Now, this was a budget outreach to say, since in council last this month, March, before the month of March, the mayor and the executive committee tabled a draft budget. So that was that draft budget that we're taking to the people to say, this is the draft budget, these are the items, the projects that can be covered by that draft budget. For people to comment, remember we have not yet adopted the budget, it was a draft, to listen to them, to say this is the draft, how do you feel about this budget? Because remember, if budget is informed by a number of grants that are given to each municipality, equitable share, MIG. So if we estimate sometimes as a municipality that, okay, this year we percent, then the reality comes, the budget has been cut. We have to go to the people, tell them the budget has been cut. A number of projects that we thought we would do, we cannot be able to do. But out of the needs that you put and the priorities, we can be able to do A, B, C, and D given the budget. And people are allowed to comment. Unfortunately, the communities, they don't differentiate between a budget outreach and that outreach that is going to happen towards September when projects have been adopted by council. Because now we've not adopted any project and budget because we are towards the end of the financial year. So after June, we're going to be talking about the projects for 2018, 2019. We are still in 2017, 2018 now because our year ends in June. 2017, according to the municipality, is not yet ended. It ends in June. That's another confusion that people don't understand. Now for 2018 budget, we're going to start implementing in July.
But now, don't you think that maybe there's something that you are doing wrong in terms of saying, for example, in 2011, we are going to electrify so many houses in such and such a ward, and you go there and promise people. The following year, you're saying the same thing, that on such and such a time, we are going to electrify your village. But at the last moment, you then come up with the reason that we're not going to do this thing. Can you say those people, can you say they are unfair when they are angry at you? When for a long time you've been promising them, now you come up and say, we don't have the money to do that.
Like I said, that's why I said, I cannot say we are doing justice fully. But here is the issue. The municipality does not have money for electricity. The money is from the Department of Energy. Then the Department of Energy works with the entity ESCOM. Then all these electricity issues, they're solely dependent on the capacity that is there. For instance, let me make an example.
Yes.
If you want to electrify my own village, Fever, there should be a substation and a link line that links to Fever. The municipality may wish according to the people's needs. But when ESCOM comes and say, there is no link that can link the electricity to that area that you want to, then it's a problem. Because remember, the money is from the Department of Energy and it goes to ESCOM. And we are here planning. I will bring them their plans. It's either they accept or reject our plans. We solely depend on them. Because we give them the plan, then they begin to say to you, no. Much as you wish to go to that particular area, we cannot, because there's no capacity to electrify that particular area. But where I'm saying the gap is the redress. We should have gone without an outreach to go to those people to say, we know that in the previous year you requested or you asked for this, but unfortunately we are foreseeing A, B, C, and D. It seems it cannot be happening because of these reasons, so that you engage before the outreach. Because the particular principles, remember, they are saying you consult them, you give them information. If you are not going to do that because of whatever reasons, you do the redress, you go and tell them that, unfortunately, so that in that outreach you don't experience a situation where people are angry because you have already told them.
Okay, now the anger. You've identified, we have identified the anger in Ward 22 and Ward 9. There might be other wards that we don't know about that have responded the same way that has happened in Ward 22 and Ward 9. Some people are saying it is instigated by politicians in their wards. What is your analysis as a speaker and as a person who is doing oversight in these areas? What is your analysis?
Unfortunately, again, Tata Nomapungu, on this one, we always wait for a debriefing. When EXCO outreach, in terms of the budget outreach, like it happened, has gone out, we have a date where there will be a debriefing as to the team leaders report to say this is how things happened in the ward that I was sent. Then it's then that I will be able to analyze. Because now it's like he says, because remember I don't go to outreaches as the speaker. Now I'm waiting for the debriefing. After the debriefing, then I'll be able to pick up. These are the areas that need consent. Then we sit down with the Public Participation Committee. We establish a program that's going to respond to those issues. And any person responsible for doing a particular function must be able to come to say, what happened when you saw that? Remember, the oversight is not only played by the speaker. We have portfolio heads, that is the executive committee members that are heading their departments. Oversight starts from there. It has not. This is the end part, because I'm dealing with council as a whole. So each and every unit must play its oversight in checking this can be a gap. This can make people angry, then advise council in time. So that when you go to the people who are all in the same boat, and we also anticipate that this might cause a problem in that particular one, how do we then address it? So unfortunately the debriefing is not yet set. I have not got the report. I don't have the report with me. After we've got the report, that's when the office will see how best can we address these issues. I also hate, like anybody, that there was a challenge in that particular ward, there was a confrontation in that particular ward, but it remains a hearsay until the team leaders come to that debriefing and brief us as to this is what we experienced in that ward, and the community was angry on this and that and that and that. Then we were able to begin to have a plan again. Yes.
Now, let's talk about service delivery. Are you happy? Are you happy when it comes to service delivery? Taking into effect of the roads and this issue of electricity. Talk to us about that.
I cannot say I'm not happy with service delivery. Here are my reasons. The municipality on its mandate has covered a lot of issues. We are a sphere of government. On other service delivery matters, we are dependent on departments. On the issue of roads, we are not happy at all because remember there's a roads forum where all councillors sit and air out their frustrations in terms of the roads. But remember the roads, they are categorized into provincial roads, our own access roads, and national roads.
Let's talk about yours as a municipality.
With the access roads that we have done, we did not have a problem because in every area that we own, we did not have a problem with access roads. But we are experiencing a problem after these heavy rains because remember, the issue of climate change and global warming, it's not an issue that one can begin to say, I mean, I can address this issue. After heavy rains, for instance, let me start from here. We seek information and from the experts that are dealing with the roads. The kind of gravel that we have is no longer that kind of gravel because they are saying put this gravel now, when the wind comes it just drives away. And remember, these days there's so many vehicles that are traveling on the road. The roads are busy, it's not like before. It therefore means if we have much budget, we would have that maintenance plan for those particular access roads to kind of maintain them almost all the time. But the issue is with the budget. The budget does not allow us to, much as we out of the budget for a particular access road, we have that retention fund. You find that it's not enough to maintain that road because we are very, very rural. Our roads are steep, our roads are slopey. Then when the rain comes, it washes away this gravel and you find that the road is damaged. The road is damaged. My belief is that as public representatives, we are staying in Matatela, we see those who travel on them. It cannot be that we are very ignorant of saying we can't see this road that is damaged. But unfortunately, the nature, the situation that we find ourselves in because of global warming and climate change, it has put us in this situation. Because the rains have rained heavily. Even the roads that have been constructed recently, they're already damaged. And now, remember, according to the budget, we have done that. Now it's always the money that is available is for retention, that's just to maintain that road. Now that maintenance fund cannot be able to finish that road. But mostly when we go to the wards, we don't have a lot of cry about access roads. The provincial roads and the national roads and the Board of Protection.